Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a chill guy house statue that's also a house, because who has never wanted to live inside of an incredibly chill meme dog house? Regardless, in this tutorial, not only will I show you how to make the entire outside of the house, which is a cool statue all by itself, but I will also show you how to make the many rooms inside of the house as well. Here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these. Begin the build by placing 8 light grey concrete in a row on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extend backwards by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then extend across the back of the build and join forwards to where we first started. On top of the front left-hand corner of the build, place 2 white wool. Extend the bottom block backwards by 1. And then, along the front row of the build, place 2 white concrete, 2 white wool, 2 white concrete, a white wool, extend up by 1, and extend the bottom block backwards by 1, place a white concrete on top, and extend all the way over to the opposite side, like this. Also, fill in this front area with white concrete as well. Place 2 red terracotta on top of this back corner, 1, 2, and the same here as well, 1, 2. And then we want to fill all of these sides in using red concrete. So these are the shoes. Now, we want to place a light blue concrete here in this position, extend to the left, and then we want to place a row of light blue concrete that extends all the way around the edge of the top of the shoes, and then we want to extend and connect it to where we first started. The end result will look like this. We then place a light blue concrete on each one of the 4 corners here. On the back, we place 2 light blue concrete in the middle, and we do the same for the front, and we do the same on the sides, although each one of the sides look a little bit different as the front to back sides are shorter than the left to right sides, but regardless, this is what we have. We then want to fill all of these gaps in using light blue wool. We then want to add an additional layer of light blue wool all the way around the top of this. On each one of the 4 corners, we want to place a row of 7 cyan concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we do the same on the other 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We can fill the left and right side in using light blue concrete. These are the sides of the legs. The front and the back are a bit different. So, first of all, we can place 2 rows of cyan concrete just in the middle of the front and the back of the build. So this is to show that Chill Guy has 2 legs rather than one giant conjoined one. And then we also, on the front, want to add 2 rows of light blue concrete just at the bottom here, with a cyan concrete in the middle of the next row, light blue concrete either side, cyan concrete on top of the light blue, and then we can fill the rest of the leg in using light blue, just like this. And we want to replicate this just over to the right as well. And that's perfect. We can just completely fill the back of the legs in using light blue concrete. With the feet and the legs complete, we will now move up to the torso. So to start with, we will place a grey wool on each one of the 4 corners of the legs. On the front and the back of the build, we will leave a gap of 1 and place a grey wool extending inwards on both sides, leave another gap, and then place grey wool right in the middle. So we do this on the front and the back. We can then fill in between all of the wool in with light grey wool, just like this. We then want to add 10 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows of light grey wool directly on top of everything that we have just made. It doesn't really matter how you add these rows, but I'm just going to add one side at a time, just because I find it a little bit easier to place it this way. And now that we have added all of those rows, we also want to add an additional layer of the grey wool that we have at the very bottom. So as you remember, we place grey wool on the 4 corners, and on the front and the back we leave a gap and place all of those grey wools in between, just like this, and then we fill all of the empty space in with light grey wool. It's literally the exact same thing that we already did just down below. So now that we have the torso itself, we will add the arms. All the way over here on the upper left side of the body, we will place a grey wool. Left of this, a light grey, then a grey, light grey, and then extending backwards, we will place a grey wool, light grey, grey, extending back towards the body, light grey, grey, light grey. We'll fill the top of this in with light grey wool, and then we will place 10 rows of light grey wool extending down from the outer edge of this shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we just want to extend all of these down. It doesn't matter how you accomplish it, as long as you do it. And then, all the way down at the bottom, we will add the same pattern of grey and light grey wool, just like this. We'll just make sure that that matches with the top, and it does. And then underneath this, we will add 2 rows of terracotta, extending down underneath this, and we will fill in the bottom. And that is how you make the arm. Really, really simple. Now that we've done this once, we can move on to the opposite side of the statue and do the same. So we start here, we place a grey, light grey, grey, light grey wool, extend towards the back, grey, light grey, grey, and then back towards the body, just like this. Fill the top of it in. Extend the outer part of the arm down by 10 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we will just fill all of these in with the light grey wool. And then underneath this, we will add the same pattern of grey wool and light grey wool. And then we will add our 2 rows of terracotta for the hand, which we will fill in underneath. So now that we have added both arms, let's make the head. Come all the way to here and place 7 terracotta on top of this grey wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then place 2 black terracotta, and then a black concrete, and then a terracotta. And then we will extend to the right by 2, 1, 2, and then forwards by 3, 1, 2, 3. Place 3 black concrete, 1, 2, 3, and then extend down by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place 2 terracotta, and then extend back, just like this, and connect, just like so. We are then going to do the exact same thing over on this side. We will place 7 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we will place 2 black terracotta, 1, 2, black concrete, and then a terracotta. We will extend into 1, 2, and then forwards by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 black concrete, 1, 2, 3. We will extend off to the left, and we will also extend the black concrete down and join to the left as well, and then we'll place 2 terracotta underneath, join to the left, extend inwards, and join like this. And here we go. This is the sort of shape that we should have. We have to do 2 more things. So we will add a row of terracotta here, just across the top of the body. We will place 2 black concrete in the middle, and then extend outwards on both sides, just like so. We will place white concrete behind and extending inwards from the black terracotta, just like so. And then we will extend it doesn't matter which one you start with, we will extend either one of the top corners of the head inwards by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, back by 2, 1, 2, down by 1, 2, 3, 4, back by 2, 1, 2, and then we should just be able to join all the way down to the back corner of the body, just like this. And then all we have to do is extend the back of the head across. We'll join forwards like this. We'll join this corner down. So we are just making a solid shape of this. And then we will add the same shape that we have on that side of the head all the way over to here. We can just copy the opposite side to do this. And then all we have to do is just fill the inside of this shape in with brown concrete like this, and we should add an extra terracotta here. We then add an extra layer of terracotta just inside of these ears, and then that makes this next bit really simple. So all we have to do is extend the sides of our black rectangle backwards to meet the shape that we already had at the top of the nose like this, and we just want to fill the nose in with black concrete. So see here on the side we have 2 extra rows here. We'll extend the bottom and then up and fill this in, and we just have to fill the top in also, just like this. And then we kind of just move all the way around the head, and it looks a little harder than it is just because it's like a really weird shape, but we just have to fill all of the head in with terracotta, and we just have a bunch of simple shapes here once we break them down. So just start off with the front of the head where it's most difficult, like where all of the nose is. Get all of the dimensions of that filled in, and then everything else will fall into place. I just realised I did make a slight error. We have to place black concrete all the way along the top of the eye, like this. Otherwise, it looks a little bit weird. But there we go. Very, very minor change. So once the head has been completely filled in, well, that is the statue portion of this build fully complete. Now that we have made the entire outside of the house, we can now head inside and work on the interior. If only we had a door. So the door actually goes right here in the middle of the feet. I'm going to have a double oak door. So I'll remove these two blocks here, place some oak planks, and there we go. Double oak door, which I'll just leave open. So the inside of the build is rather dark. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to fix that. So first of all, we are just going to add a couple of rows of light grey concrete and white wool just either side of the door, just to kind of smooth out the entrance area. We will also add a couple of rows of oak planks behind the entrance, and we will remove this row of grass here on the left and right and replace those rows with oak planks. I'm then going to remove all of the grass in the middle area here and place white concrete all the way along the outside with red concrete along the inside. And along the back here, these two back middle rows are how we will get up to the next floor, although we should probably add all of the floors. So start off by placing an oak plank right here in this back corner, and then leave a gap of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, place an oak plank. Do the same again, 1, 2, 3, 4, place an oak plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, place an oak plank, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, we will place an oak plank. So, now we can extend our oak planks all the way around and just fill the center of each floor in, just like this. It's worth mentioning that we will have ladders along the back, just at the base here, so the ladders are opposite the entrance as we walk in, but for the next floor, the ladders will be on the opposite wall. So just as we build the floors, I also want you to just add ladders in for the next floor as well. And they will always just be on the opposite side. So with this floor, for instance, you can see they're here. So on this side, we will add them here. Then we will add them here on this opposite side. And then that is actually the final floor that we are on right now. So we are going to, I'm actually going to replace this oak plank here with red concrete because I would like the final roof to be red because we have a bit of a color scheme going on inside of the build, which you'll notice as we actually start building it. But here we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 main floors, and we also have an entrance area. That is fantastic. So now that we have all of our rooms made, let's fill them in. So our entrance room is just a storage area really. We will add some furnaces here on the left and right with some plants in the form of red glazed terracotta with leaves on top in between the furnaces, and then we will have a set of chests just behind. And there we go, nice and simple. Let's move up to the next floor now. So this floor is a living room. Over here in this corner, we will have 2 mangrove planks with slabs on top, and then we will place sideways mangrove stairs in front of this, leave a gap of 1, and then place mangrove slabs in front of these stairs. Over here, we will place note blocks, and above this, we want a 2x2 painting. Anyone will do. I actually really like that one. Then next to the chair here, we will have 2 end rods on top of each other with a red glazed terracotta on top. In the middle of the floor, a checkered rug made using white and red carpet. And then on this opposite wall, we will have a bookcase. So bookshelves here in the corners. Then we will place chiseled bookshelves extending inwards. Bookshelves here, chiseled bookshelves here. We will then have flower pots here, fill them in with something. Lantern here, flower pot here, fill it in with something. Add a painting here. You can even add one at the top if you like as well. I guess it's kind of cool that we've got the same one. Not the one that I would choose though. And then we will place spruce trapdoors in front of the chiseled bookshelves that we have just on the left and right. And there we go. If you like, it is an option to add windows to certain points of the build. So this is a good candidate for one. So just right here, we can chunk out a 2x2 square and we can have a window and it looks good. So moving up to the next floor, we will have a kitchen / dining area. Over here on this left side, we will place 1, 2, 3 red concrete just next to the ladders. And then we will extend back 1, place a furnace, 2 red concrete, block of iron, extend up, place stone buttons in front of the iron, and a detector rail on top of the furnace, a mangrove stair here, and red shulker boxes, extending left and right, end rods here, mangrove pressure plates here. We will then place a brewing stand here, a flower pot here, a lantern here, and then an item frame here. And on this opposite side, we will stack 2 rows of bookshelves, extending all the way from the floor to the ceiling, and we'll do the same thing here as well. Then mangrove stairs against the bookshelves, red carpet, or red concrete rather, in between. Carpet wouldn't work very well as a table. And then we will place item frames and flower pots on the red concrete. We then want to add a lantern here, and above and in between this area, we just want to have a painting. That's actually the perfect one. Then we will have another rug just right in the middle of the room like this. And here is another opportunity for a window. So it does depend on whether or not you care about seeing glass from the outside. That window actually is probably in a kind of weird position, so we're probably not going to include that one now that I think about it, but it is an option if you like. So moving up to the next floor now, here we have a bathroom. Over here we will place some smooth quartz stairs, and extend forwards, 1, 2, and we will join in a rectangular shape with a lever here, stone button here, red banner here, flower pot here, cauldron here, spruce trapdoor here. On this opposite side, red concrete here, upside down smooth quartz here, red concrete here, flower pot here, then throw down the loom, open it up, white banner in there with black dye, apply the bordure pattern, place this above the sink, red shulker boxes across the top, white candle here, then we will place 1, 2, 3 glass here, extend forwards, then end rod here, iron trapdoor here, lever here, then we will place a banner here just next to the shower, and then in the middle of the floor we will place our patented checkered rug. And once again, if you deem appropriate, let's take a look at where this is. Oh, it's on the back of the build, so it's not a big deal. We can add a window. So, if you like, you can add a window. You can even add curtains if you so choose. So, now we can move up to the final room, which is the bedroom. Right in the middle of this wall, we will place 3 rows of 2 red wool. White carpet at the back, and then we will place 2 rows of bookshelves on the left and right side, extending upwards. And we actually have to add another layer of red concrete just on the top here, just around the top like this, and we want to form a new ceiling. And right in the middle, I've actually placed it in the incorrect place, but right in the middle, we want to dig this area out and the area above and place sea lanterns, so you can see that just kind of in the middle here, just above the bed, we want to have sea lanterns sunk 1 row into the actual ceiling. Now that we've done this, we can add a painting above the bed. That's not my favourite, but we'll stick with it. We'll then add a row of red concrete here, extend across the top, add a row of red concrete here, add an armor stand here, chest here, tripwire hook here, do the same on the opposite side. So row of red concrete here, extend towards the back, add a row here, armor stand here, chest here, tripwire hook here, and then we will add end rods here with red banners in front, oak doors to cover up the chest and armor stands, and then we will have our rug in front of the bed just like this. And we can also choose to have, and this is probably in a better position, but it might still look a little bit weird, so I will leave it up to you. We can have a window just here on the front, kind of turns Chill Guy into Iron Man, so maybe it's not the best place for a window, but you can if you want to. I don't think it's for me. You know, we could stick a painting there though, if we wanted to, maybe like a 2x2. That's such an ugly painting. And with that final detail added, ladies and gentlemen, we have achieved our dream of living inside of an incredibly chill meme dog house. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.